Anyway, I hope you guys were having a fabulous day. It has been a while since I actually jumped on here and did a little bit of some education on some of my favorite day-to-day products that I like to use. You will hear some things that I like to use it in the spring, or in how I use it in the winter, or just everyday day-to-day stuff. So it just helps giving you that breath of fresh air, because we'll be talking about one of my favorite items to help freshen the air in our home, but then it also helps you bring out that glow from the inside and out. So my favorite. Ooh, if I can get it. This is the Desert Mist Diffuser. We have multiple in these houses. It is a gold. You will not get the monkeys on it. It does come plain, but this particular diffuser is in my daughter's bedroom, and she is obsessed with monkeys, so I had a friend use her Cricut and make monkey designs. But the Desert Mist diffuser, it fits into every kind of decor that you have in your home. Right now we have two of them. Both of them are in each of our girls' bedroom. It can disperse up to 323 square feet. It does change colors. It has 10 LED lights, from a flicker to alternating rainbow to just solid colors, as well as a candle light. And then there's little buttons on the back here, and you can set your setting if you want it dispersed at low, intermediate, or high, ranging from how long it will run. And then one of my favorite oils now, so now we're gonna get to the oils part, is one that I like to add to moisturizer, and that is Geranium Bourbon. It is different than the actual geranium oil. I think this geranium is more subtler than the other geranium, but other people think it's vice versa. And it is actually native to southern India, up by the Indian Ocean, out by the Madagascar region. It does take 900 pounds of the geranium flower, leaves, and stems to actually produce 1 liter of essential oil. So this right here, it comes in a 5 ml bottle, but to make 1 liter, it actually takes 900 pounds of the flowers. So that's a lot. And then you can either apply it topically, so just putting it on as like a perfume, like on your wrists, on your neck, or just adding a few drops into your moisturizer after you are done cleansing your face, or just diffusing it. It has that relaxing aroma to it, so during prayer, meditation, yoga, any of those, being able to put it into the diffuser and just letting it diffuse while you are practicing those. Or from here where I'm at, we still have bugs outside, and so we still like to go outside and do things like camping. So actually combining this with citronella water and like an alcohol-free base, so like we like to use in our house witch hazel, and then putting that in a little squirt bottle, and being able to spray yourself away from all the crazy little nuisance that are out there. Now on to another one of my favorites, grapefruit. This one actually sits right on my counter. It has the grapefruit taste, but it doesn't have the acidic as if eating a true actual citrusy grapefruit. I love to add this one. It does come in a Vitality bottle, and so you can internally ingest it, which is what I like to do. Putting it in capsules, putting it on my tongue, helps with overall digestion. And then just, it's a citrus oil, so you have that uplifting aroma to it when putting it in the diffuser. Or I don't put it in my Thieves household cleaner, but you can definitely put it in some like DIYs that you like to make. But my favorite is to give the uplifting blend especially in my kitchen, with that diffuser, and giving it a full lift with all the citrus, because we are one that enjoys citrus oils in our house. It's great for actually boosting circulation, so being able to apply it to your skin when you're like giving a massage or just rubbing it in, helping with circulation as well. So that one is my wonderful grapefruit. Alright, another one that I really like that is at my bedside stand. If you are also into like vibration and frequency, this particular oil, Idaho Blue Spruce, is actually the highest frequency oil in Young Living, with over 400 megahertz. And your body and all your organs also have its own vibration and frequency, and usually they're under like 50, and this one is 400, so that is amazing. Sometimes I just walk around the house and just stick it in my bra and just let it sit there and just help walk around the house with it. But this one is out by the Rocky Mountains. Kind of has that pine smell to it. I don't know, I can just smell this one all day long. But it also helps with purifying the air, just cleansing everything that is around you. That's what, back in the ancient times, this is one that they liked to use for spiritual connections, spiritual rituals that they did. But it is a very calming, very soothing, very relaxing oil. And so being able to diffuse it, there are times where I diffuse mine at night, and just putting a couple drops in the diffuser. Definitely wearing it more of like a perfume as you go about your day, and having that calmingness, putting it on your wrists, behind your ears, on your neck, or anywhere else that you desire. It does have that woodsy aroma to it, but mixing it with some, if I can grab these, geranium or grapefruit to give it that citrusy floral blend, definitely can do that as well. Another citrus one. This one is actually my daughter Lily's favorite. I did do, when I get multiple bottles, they always go missing because they're always found in Lily's room. This one is orange. And orange is that sweet, citrusy smell to it, like an actual orange. It is cold pressed from the rinds of the oranges growing in Costa Rica. Just uplifting, happy, joyful. Anytime you think of citrus oils, that's what it brings me. It just brings me joy. It brings me happiness. Just being able to put it in the diffuser. This one also comes in a vitality oil, so being able to ingest it internally. So I use it as a natural whitener for my teeth, because it just helps with removing all that other ickiness and just changing all things up. But there is one thing I do want to mention when it comes to citrus oils, like the orange, the grapefruit, definitely got like the lemon, the lime, anything that is citrusy can be, or is, photosensitive to the sun. So when you apply it to, say, your back of your neck or your arms, you want to stay out of the sun for 8 to 12 hours, or you will become a little more sun-kissed than you would on an average day. But being able to also diffuse orange is a favorite of ours. Being able to mix it up with the geranium, the grapefruit, just bringing that sunshine inside your home. Next one is one of our favorites we love in this house. We have multiple bottles carried around in the car, in our camper, for all of its multi-purposeful uses. It is lavender. So lavender is actually comes from the Latin word lavadar, which also means to wash. And so being able to have this one beneficial for your skin, it helps with like the healing properties of any bruises, any scrapes, especially with having kids that don't like to wash where they're walking. Lavender has become our best friend this summer, being able to just rub it on anything that they may have bumps and bruises for, but also putting it in your facial serums that you can make, or your Young Living skincare line. You can add it into anything that just overall, if you never know what oil to put on, grab lavender. Lavender is like the Swiss Army knife of all oils. Apply it to the bottom of your feet and it will do its thing. It will do its magic. But it's got its calming, it's got its tranquil aroma, so being able to add that into the diffuser at night and having that calming and relaxing feeling as well. But you can also use lavender in lemonade. Lavender is also a vitality oil. And so my girls like lemonade, and so sometimes I like to spice it up and make homemade lavender lemonade, and I like to add the lavender to it. It just gives it a different flavor. It's more like refreshing, I think. Add a little bit of like the lavender flowers, you can get the dried lavender, and a few drops of this. Absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious for a refreshing summer evening, summer hot day, like it's been close to 90s, 100s for the last couple weeks. So just having something that is more refreshing. All right, are you ready for the last one? This one is frankincense. Frankincense, I would have to say, was the last oil in my collection that I used that when I purchased it back in 2011. So count that. I have been using oils for 12 years. And so lavender was actually the last oil I used in that, just because of the price of it, and I didn't know what to do with it. Never, like, just didn't know what to use with it. But it does have a grounding of woodsy aroma to it. It helps with that glow of your skin. So helps bring out the natural complexion and just bringing out a healthier looking skin, youthful looking skin. And so I like to use this one after I cleanse my face, just adding a few drops to my hands and then rubbing it in before I add my moisture to my face. It helps just even everything out. But definitely adding it to like V6 massage oil or sweet almond oil, and just giving your entire body a massage with that helps with cooling, soothing tired muscles, making it with a combination of Idaho Blue Spruce. Those two together rub down whether it's your legs or your arms after a long day, just helping them relax and ease up the tension a little bit. But on a calming, grounding note, being able to put that in the diffuser, or even just putting it in your hands and taking a few minutes and inhaling, whether it is during a prayer time, meditation, and or like a spiritual moment that you might have. Just taking it in your hands and inhaling deeply, or putting it in the diffuser and inhaling it that way. But frankincense is also a vitality oil, so it's something that you can internally ingest. Ingesting it internally is great for your overall immune health, immune support, keeping your body above the wellness line, and so many more uses with frankincense. Because it is such another grounding and calming oil, I like to put it on my finger and then stick it to the roof of my mouth. I did fly to Utah a couple weeks ago, and I'm not a fan of flying, and so I did get a couple stares and a couple looks and laughs. But I flew with 3 other ladies, and we all thought we would have fun with it, and we all did it together, so I wasn't alone getting all the stares and getting all the laughter at. But it was fun. We were sitting in the airport with our thumbs to the roof of our mouth, just helping us ease that nervous tension when it comes to flying, because it's not one of my fortes. But, so those were the 6 oils that I like to use kind of on a regular basis all throughout the entire year. But there are so many other ways that you can use each and every one of these particular oils. I would love to hear from you guys what you like to use them best for, so go ahead and drop it in the comments, and I will get to those after this video, and keep an eye on it to make sure that all your guys' questions have been answered. What else? I have little note sheets, what keeps me on track. But yeah, so that, I just want to thank you all for joining me tonight to do a little bit of a learning education moment. And so yeah, so we talked about the Desert Mist Diffuser, geranium bourbon, orange, grapefruit, lavender, frankincense, and one of my almost all-time favorites, Idaho Blue Spruce. So if you have any questions, please let me know. And then I will also put a link in the description as well of how you can get your own personal diffuser along with these 6 amazing items. Alright, you guys, have a fabulous rest of the night. Stay happy, stay safe, stay warm, stay cool, and stay blessed. Bye, guys.